Good morning. This is Daily Dose with Dr. Lazar. I'm having a good old time with my computer here. There we go. So, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. We read about that all the time, and we could ask, did Jesus know what he was talking about? I mean, that's easy to say when you're on a boat and there's a storm going on and whatever. But did Jesus know about coronavirus? Did he know about economic shakeups? Did he know about layoffs and unemployment and stimulus packages and paycheck protection program money running out and SBA loans being a thing and this, bipartisan crap going on in the government and people saying, well, we need a vaccine for this, and other people saying that's what this is all about. This whole scare is just to get people to run to vaccines. There's a net to catch these people that are running in fear. And Bill Gates is talking about a vaccine that can vaccinate 7 billion people, right? Like all this stuff's going on, and everybody's all over the place. And Jesus said really crazy stuff when he was on earth, like don't be afraid. So I'm going to read to you. It's actually a devotional. I can't take credit for it at all. I mean, it's not my thing, but I want to read this to you because I thought it was so cool. I don't know how many years ago this devotional was written. Jesus calling Sarah, forget her name. It'll come to me. Anyway, phenomenal devotional. And I was reading today's. This was not the topic I had planned. I was going to talk to you about how to protect your family from electromagnetic radiation, from the 5G signals that are coming out, and from the Wi-Fi stuff and the smart meters and the electric cars and all the electromagnetic radiation that's just bombarding our body all the time. I'm going to still do that, just not today, because I felt like this was really, really timely, and I didn't want to elicit more fear. But anyway, so this is what the devotion reads, and I just thought it was so timely, and it's amazing to me, however many years ago this was written, that it's totally applicable today. So imagine Jesus is talking to you directly, and this is what he says. Do not be afraid, for I'm with you. Hear me saying, peace be still to your restless heart. No matter what happens, I will never leave you or forsake you. Let this assurance soak into your mind and heart until you overflow with joy. Though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, you need not fear. The media relentlessly proclaim bad news for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A steady diet of their fare will sicken you. Instead of focusing on fickle, ever-changing news broadcasts, tune into the living word, the one who is always the same. Let Scripture saturate your mind and heart, and you will walk steadily along the path of life. Even though you don't know what will happen tomorrow or even today, you can be absolutely sure of your ultimate destination. I hold you by your right hand, and afterward I will take you into glory. Mark 4:39 says, Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace be still, and the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Imagine, Jesus telling the disciples, hey, we're going to get in the boat, we're going to go across the sea, and he goes downstairs in the boat and takes a nap, and this storm comes, this squall, or this big storm, and it was really, the disciples thought they were going to die. And they went down and Jesus was asleep. And they're like, dude, what's your problem? We're about to die here and you're down here taking a nap. Don't you even care? And he got up and came up and he told the storm to be still. That was that story. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Now, it doesn't mean bad stuff's not going to happen. I personally know people that have lost family members to coronavirus. So I'm not saying that this isn't a big deal. Bad stuff is happening. Bad stuff is going to happen. Bad stuff will always happen. But it doesn't mean that we're forsaken. Psalm 46:2 says, Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Mountains were a sign of grandeur and glory. And if the earth gives way and there's an earthquake and the mountains fall into the sea, it still doesn't mean that it's over for us. We don't have to fear, even if that crazy stuff happens. And then finally, yet I am always with you. You hold me by my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you will take me into glory. No matter what, the end is already written. Whatever goes on through this time, it doesn't change the outcome, which really gives a ton of peace. Because yes, stuff is uncertain, stuff is crazy. Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. And a lot of us are getting punched in the face right now, but I want to stand up with you. That was Psalm 73, 23, and 24, by the way. I want to stand up with you and encourage you and let you know we're not forsaken. Let Jesus's words, peace be still, just wash over our restless hearts. Amazing stuff will happen. It's up to him anyway. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and watch with gratitude as really cool stuff can happen in our life. Doesn't mean it's going to work out the way we want it to, but it can still be really cool. In fact, I contend that it can work out better if we just get out of the way. This is Daily Dose with Dr. Lazar. I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day.